Hey, would you look at that? Okay. Cool. Welcome back. We're live. If you're joining, Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Full honor mode with automated party. So, last time, when we wrapped up, we just finished clearing out these Paladins of Tyr with Karlach. So, we've got a conversation to have, some healing to do, and we made it to level 5. So, I think we can take some
steam after facing off with those
more difficult combats on here.
Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should.
Losing this hit.
How do I look?
This save. You gotta go
Careful,
for the points.
soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Engine heats up the whole system enough not to get burned. Hopefully it will hold together long enough to get tuned up. Let's move, huh? I'm running high and in the mood for a fight.
Love that. Okay, I do think we have some looting to do here, so let's just go ahead and get that done real quick. Lots of corpses, lots of good alchemy ingredients here, if you don't know, to pick up the knoll ears. It's definitely worth your time if you're going to do any kind of alchemy. What is that? I've never noticed that before. Oh, it's just a sack, okay. We can loot the ground as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, I forgot last time. She got burnt to a crisp. Gil. Oof. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to have Shadowheart give us a prayer of healing here. Oh, or the preserve life. That's probably a good one. That should get most people kind of back on their feet. Everybody's at full health. So I think we can go ahead and burn a 3rd level cure wounds on Karlach.
Take you.
Very good. Okay. I don't know if we have the toll collector's key. And that lock definitely can't be picked, so we'll just go ahead and go down there for it. Save ourselves the time. I did get it, looks like. Okay. And instead of saving time, we wasted it. Who's that, Will? Okay. Let's see, is there any further recap that needs to be done from last time? Took out the gnolls on the road, picked up Scratch in the camp. We're slowly kind of edging our way forward towards
I'll never get used to the stench of death.
hitting the full stride of Arc 1. Or Act 1, I guess. It's not Arc 1, but even though you're going to trigger a bunch of perception checks here, we can walk through here with relative being a little bit carefree.
Step carefully.
Don't think
There's a trap.
it's that big of a deal.
That might be worth a look.
And go ahead and loot anything that comes within the sensor range here. If you're just joining me and just checking out, you should definitely catch up. Check out the highlight reels, or check out my YouTube at TGMatsby. That'd be a good place to just kind of get an idea of what it is that we're doing here. I've always done this way, so I don't have to force anybody to sit and like screw it up if they don't. And then we can go ahead and have Astarion disarm this pressure plate.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Please do it. A little bit of guidance action. There we go. Okay.
Well.
Cool. Joe's gonna go in here and take all the loot.
Be wary. This place
I'm sure there's nothing we... Sometimes the containers don't open up. We got them all, I think. Give this room one more turnover. I think the last fight went significantly better than I thought it was going to go.
First time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel.
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slates led me to believe.
Just wait till you see
Lively.
Baldur's Gate. You'll
Such
never
a-
want to leave.
I do love this first act for just like the adventure, wandering through the wilderness kind of thing that it has going for it. Getting to listen to his mockeries is such a like benefit of choosing the swashbuckling rogue. Okay. Oh, he's, you know, does Hunter's Mark increase in effectiveness at all with the second level? Nope. We're gonna Hunter's Mark him. 9% chance to hit.
swift as my feet can carry me.
30% chance? Wow, just high defense, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll do nothing. Or at least I won't change up this attack at all. Let's just go ahead and take care of business here. Keep little John slow. And I'm just going to duck into cover here.
Oh, my word.
Call that my turn. Karlak was killed last time, so we're going to have to take her turn for her. Which is kind of nice, actually, all things considered. And on over there.
Jimmy on the go.
Let's throw something. What do you say? What does she have to throw? Some bones? There's got to be something I can throw. Look, 2 javelins. Those are perfect for throwing. Okay. Thank you.
Got it.
Oh. Let's try that one more time. It's okay, Shadowheart. It's okay, Karlak. Give it your best. It's a good turn for Little John. Thank you for that. I didn't need it, but thank you. Yep. Love it when she wastes an entire turn on resistance. For getting kind of a jump on this guy, we've done remarkably not a lot of damage. Wow, his AC has to be so high. AC's 20, yeah. There we go. Okay.
What path lies before me?
I don't know that there's much that I can do here other than just keep trying to shoot this. Okay. Perhaps a set attack with my sword would hit better. 5 to 10? Is seriously 5 to 10 my range damage? I feel like it was higher. Why did you do that? Oh, she hit him. And she's got the magic boots. Forgot about that. I thought she threw a potion at him. Okay, okay. You go, girl. That Mark of the Killer Cat is a really cool ability for him. That extra damage is gonna go a long way. Does he have arcane hunger right now? Okay. Now I have advantage. Can I? Oh my gosh, come on. Thank you. She's just throwing javelins at this guy? What was that? Oh, she's Buddha the Giant. I'm glad he's attacking her. Oh.
Some healing.
Oh. There we go. There we go. Doing just fine.
Bodies everywhere. Accidental sabotage.
Let's dig up the dirt
Nothing but
mound.
dirt.
Ah. Let's not have a shovel on me. Okay. Looks like we've unlocked that. It's definitely time for a rest. Should I go up and kill the gnolls? Or should I
From
return?
this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate,
I think we
I'd
can take care
say
of the gnolls now.
a long way away.
Yeah.
Ah.
We'll get the owlbear on our way
my mother
back.
rather tricky. No matter.
Okay.
What she doesn't know
Let's
can't
do it.
hurt her.
Let's go take a long rest.
Not this.
We got through quite a bit of different encounters and combats last session. We ended that one pretty tight.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Hmm.
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Yikes.
better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
You know what? I kind of like her. She's got some pluck. Yikes.
I'll be honest, soldier.
Love good
I'm
warlock
reeling.
pack.
Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
This is one of many reasons why I feel like the canon ending for Will and Karlak has to be them going into
There you
the hells together.
I was just thinking about you.
Fight devils.
And that delicious
So that her
moment we
heart
shared
doesn't
the other night.
Give in. So that... Yeah, so that she doesn't have to do it alone.
The very same. I've had this condition
Whoa.
for 2 centuries,
I
but
don't think I knew this.
truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the gift...
He's got such a... He's so
what in the
breathy.
hells would she taste like? Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So,
I wonder if
in
it's
the
possible
spirit
for
of
him to, like,
theoretical questions, if you had
give
to
in
take a
and
bite from one
start
of them,
eating
who would it be?
some of your companions. You gotta take a bite out of Lae'zel.
A meal that would put up a fight. An adventurous choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
I'm enjoying getting to go through so many of the
There's nothing that tasty lurking
camp
out in the woods,
scenes
but I'll make do.
that you
Sweet
miss
dreams.
when you travel through the game at too quick a pace.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, Mazora said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not people like you. I swear I didn't know. I'm sorry, Karlak. I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
I got just featuring Gale there for no reason. Oops.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my... The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
That's another one of those dialogues that I've probably clicked through far too quickly on so many different playthroughs. It's just worth slowing down, which is, you know, part of why I'm doing this playthrough, is to really get to slow the game down and kind of experience it. Okay, we'll take all those consumables, take the soul coins, and that, some basilisk oil. Okay, as far as weapons go, we have a nice new shield. When you have less than 50% HP, you gain +2 to your constitution up to 20. That's nice. And that appears to be it. Let's go ahead and get through these notes and letters. Something to be thinking about is when we get to the Knolls, what do we do? I've always liked to take the Iron Flask. But what can be done with Rugen? And, like, do we... I like to also give the flask back to the Zent so that we can get more of, like, the better stuff from the trader. But I also like getting the flask back by, like, knocking out Zares. And I'm really not sure how that's going to go in Honor Mode. We'll probably accidentally kill them. I don't know what happens if we kill the Zen, if it ruins things later in the game or not. So, something to ponder. I guess having an iron flask is, like, not that big of a deal. It's fun, though. Okay, we're back on the road again. Oh, yeah, I need to restore the party. And Karlak is missing out on some long strider action.
So efficient.
Let's get her
Why not
topped
have
up.
Fun. I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
That was a long load.
What a waste.
And this is a peeve of mine, but ooh. How do I... Aha, there we go. I always want to try to keep the main character at the top there. Okay.
The blade of frontiers.
Well, now what?
Center of attention.
Need to find a...
Crawl up here. You know, I've never taken the Knolls on. Let's try it. I could be crazy, but I know that when you take the Knolls on from the outside, which is how I've always done it, they just cower. Rugen and the kid cower in the cave. But when you take them on... So we're going to find out what it's like to sneak up through here.
I'm
And get
feeling
'em.
a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant
And pick up
chickens.
this barrel. And beat up on this thing. See what happens. Okay. Let's pick that up. And there's gotta be, I think there's a tripwire here somewhere. Just,
Watch how you go.
yep.
There's a trap.
Do I have sleight of hand? Or is that going to be a Astarion? I have a decent sleight of hand proficiency. DC of 10s. No big deal. Yikes.
Hotfoot, place is trapped.
Okay. I'll also pick that one up. Not one for baromancy usually, but in this case where the barrels could be causing me quite a bit of damage, I'm gonna pick them up.
Still no symptoms.
Nothing, huh? Okay.
No sign of tentacles so far.
The same. Except for a knot of worry in my stomach that's in no rush to go away.
That I can
Alright.
relate to.
Here we go. Now, can our least athletic make it across? They can. Okay. Give these guys a second before we get dragged into some dialogue to jump across the gap. Come on. Can you guys make the jump? Bruh. Guys. Guys. Make the jump, you cowards. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not that hard. This is tedious. Okay.
Smells text. Why am I doing this?
Okay. How about the rest of yous? Can you make the jump? No?
Keeping low.
Stop. Stop it, Will. Thank you. That was hideous. Okay. Oops, not what I wanted. We can sneak and unsneak and start a conversation. Or a fight. I didn't consider losing the possibility of turning Flynn. Oh, he's dead. Did I make a mistake? Oops. Nah, this will be fun. We'll be okay. They're all, you know, bundling up for a nice fireball. Okay, Will. Do your thing. Oh. That's brave. Okay. I am actually not interested. I don't really know what to do here. I'm assuming we're going to be attacking Flynn. But is there any of these that I could... Are there any here that I could probably take out that have yet to take their turn? You. I should have equipped that shield. That would have been wise. Okay, let's get the dread ambusher shot. 65. I will take it. It's okay. Who needs it? I can do this all day. I shouldn't have used my sharpshooter. Let's
Have to keep going.
get up there. Neat. missing my mouth with that thing. I didn't think of all the alchemist fire sitting on the ground there. Yes, Gale. Sure, man. You know what? If Rugen dies, if he dies, he dies. That was Ollie. I like Ollie. Ollie has a tendency to not survive when the shipment gets returned. I wonder if you can return the Strong box but empty. Will she forgive you or will she kill you? I think playing nice with the Zent is probably what I'm going to be doing. That is a fight that does not need to happen. Yep, I think there goes our chance to convince Flynn to be on our side. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, Shadowheart, what you got? Classic. Classic Shart. See, I love that for you. I hate that it means you're not raging and you're gonna take damage. Like a lot of damage. But you're a stone cold killer, Garlac. Respect. Yep, that's it. Yeah, 3 attacks is pretty crazy. Okay. What's the best decision here? There's nothing I can do to paralyze Flynn. We've got these two who should be relatively easy to kill. If I can. So I have the high ground. We've got a 65% chance to hit, or a... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Hunter's mark this one. Yep. And then see if we can kill him. Ah, that stinks. He's gonna take burning damage next round, so we're gonna leave him, and we're gonna turn on sharpshooter and see if we can kill this one. Okay, well, Joe, you're useless. I'm gonna go over here and hide with our fellow coward. Ah, I forgot we had Gale. When in doubt, cast Fireball. He's getting pretty good at that. We're fine, we're fine. Bazel's gonna die, but we're fine. Thanks, good job. Good job, Rugen. Hero, nice. Even better. So nobody else can get up there. Okay. I'm going to go down with the fight, Bazel. I'm always curious to see if she'll ever heal a companion that's not me. Don't rage. Ah, she raged. The late round Karlach Rage and the late round Bless by Shadowheart are canon events in this playthrough. We are forever going to be blowing spell slots and rage charges in the final rounds of combat. Look, she has 1 health left. My fears are starting to be waylaid here. Every combat, I think, starts out kind of ugly.
By the gods,
And
you're a sweet sight.
thanks, man.
Are any of my crew
Is
still
it
alive
there?
out there?
No. Mm-mm.
Damn it. I guess that's a no.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door.
He's sweating.
Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Yeah. I do want coin. I am very broke on this playthrough.
Of course. I was just about to suggest the same thing.
Yeah, if I'm gonna try to... I would like to try to steal this shipment from him. So that I can get the reward for returning it from Zaris. And... which means I need to be careful not to use my lose spell in here. Get up.
No time to dally.
Okay. So...
Poor lad.
we need to... is that Revivify?
Better.
Huh. Yeah, she must get that from her subclass. Okay. Rugen, don't go anywhere. What I need is for
No one back home will
our
ever believe
hero here to equip something and start playing it. And we're going to get Rugen's attention. And have him come on over here. Okay.
Careful, I might. Tricks.
Yep. Okay. Well, we can kill him if we have to. But if I steal this...
You don't craft a
Oh.
chest like that to hold trinkets. There must be something valuable inside.
Uh-huh.
So, what we
Oh.
let's crack it open and see.
Thief!
Oop. Yep, I'm afraid. Sorry, boss. This is how you die, then. Anyways. Am I evil? Uh-huh. That was a strange coin from the ancient mega pack, which is something that you can put in these void
What if this
capsules
quest doesn't work out?
that apparently...
What if your kin fail you?
I don't know. It's to get loot. Oh. Oh. Well, don't. Oh, I'm alone. Okay. Surely that fire stops burning eventually, right? You know what? I'm gonna explore on my own here, and then we'll get the party and get them
That
back
symbol in the blood. What
eventually.
does it mean?
Spear. I've never really played much of a... I've never been much one to play like a spear or like a glaive, like any of those extended reach weapons, but I feel like it would be fun. Ah, that was a second-hand crossbow, which I'm sure we got more of from Rugen and Ollie, but a second-hand crossbow would be good for Astarion. Yep. Everything in the vicinity. Okay. So instead of going to Joaquin's Rest right now, because I'm starting to fear a little bit about getting all the way... getting too far to do the owlbear encounter. Let's go back and do the owlbear. So we're going to go to the Blighted Village. Our heroes here. Same thing for Joe. And reconnect the party and take a short rest. I think we've got an owlbear to kill. And if I had the ogres on my side, I would be taking on the Whispering Depths right now. I am way too scared.
I saw you training those children.
Without.
You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
The ogres.
Cruel words strengthen neither
Here we go. I would love to save this owlbear, but things aren't going the way that I would like them to go in this playthrough, seems like. So, as these two Jamopes go on around, I'm gonna go this way.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Looks like a shrine to Saluna over there. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
I used that word, and I was like, I actually don't know what that word means. I googled it. Jamope, a rare form of the word joker, to be used only by a person who currently has a coffee cake
Feel the
in
quake
his
of
mouth.
its heavy footsteps before you see it.
That's the Urban
Owlbear,
Dictionary. I think it's a play on
its
Jamoke,
big
which is...
face looming out of the darkness.
This wasn't supposed to happen. I got too busy looking up Urban Dictionary. What are we doing? Okay. Why is... Okay. So, this is interesting. I thought we were going to sneak around and get the jump on this guy and be able to use some of the terrain to our advantage. Instead, it appears as though that's not going to happen whatsoever. Instead, our friendly neighborhood cultists aren't going to be able to help us out as quickly as usual. I don't know how everybody else tackles this fight typically, but for me, I like to sneak around like that. Yeah, I'll take that 70% sniper. Do some good damage. Uh-huh. So I've heard that in order for you to actually get the owlbear cub during this combat, you need to kill the owlbear mate first, but I don't really have a lot of control over it. Gale. You just killed one of my favorite Act 3 companions. I didn't go into this fight with a lot of hope, but dang, torching it on the first turn. That stinks. Any minute, thank you. That's actually useful in this case. Oh, we killed the cub. If I would have just not been XP greedy and left this encounter, we probably would have been able to save the cub later. Oh, I hate that. I've had Gale call up Shovel in a long time. Thanks. Good first turn rage from Karlak. Get in the fight, kids. Come on. I hope the other one just smokes them. Thank you. That's a good Love that spell, man. Yikes, dude. Not good. Yeah. Get him. Ooh. Is there any... Is there like an alternate, is there any good reason to let them survive this fight? It's too high. I have the jump spell, you dingus. Well, I'm at least gonna jump over this way. You know, I'm kind of content on letting them just get killed by that one. So... This one's the one that's endangering all my people. Ooh. Come on. Gale's really throwing his weight around in these fights today. He killed a child, but, you know, he did good damage. Was that bless again? Come on, dude. Your choice in spells is very interesting. I feel like this team is built to survive. With Shadowheart being a healer. And Lae'zel having those healing shoes. I think we'll be okay. I might just kind of start boldly. I know I said this last session, but I might start boldly just charging forward. With the assumption that I'm going to survive just about any combat. Hey, that's not cool. That's my main guy. Well. Funny enough. I'm just going to go ahead and hit you. Then that one's going to be fine, so I'm just going to do it again. What do you think about that? Yep. And then I can run away, right?
Time to press ahead.
Okay. Who do you think should have that shield? Question. Alright. They just really just burn all of their thirds, all of their seconds, and then they're left with first level spell slots. Which is...
You festering pubo.
Pubo? You festering pubo is what he called him. Hey. Oh, man. Love a good stunning strike out of her. Do I have hunters? Nope. I'm not gonna spin the spell slot right now. Just gonna take the shots. I feel like these are really low damage rolls for a sharpshooter. Oh. Creative. I like it. That was where I was going to try to go, but this fight devolved very quickly. Come on, one more. See, I want to see Shadowheart get the killing blow here. You can do it, girl. Guiding bolt was a little bit unnecessary, but oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That's too bad. At least he's unrecognizable. In another life, you would have been with me to the end. Alright, this is the time.
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
Say less.
Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
Whew. Are you coming on to me?
Isn't it obvious? I want to taste you. Perhaps
Yikes.
Perhaps
I've never
later.
stuck around through this
But I
audio
want
too
it
much.
all
I'm
the
usually,
same.
again, flying through this.
Do you?
It's a bit much right there in your ear. But yes.
Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your
Oh,
scent.
jeez. I can't take the, I have a hard time taking the video game romance, seriously. But hey, it is Bazel. Wow, the music just really cut out there.
Quite exhausted.
That was kind of like jarring. Typically, I shouldn't have done that, but typically you have to convince Shadowheart to... I hope I... Dang it, I shouldn't have used that inspiration. Typically you have to convince Shadowheart to let you get the stuff out of this chest. But I used a spell, passed aside a hand check, and now we'll never know.
I hope Mizora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though, I must admit, the new look is a little... I don't know what you mean.
There's something you're not telling me.
It's nothing, really.
Let's see if we get this. Oh, nice. Good. That's a good roll.
You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne. Her...
I don't know why I skipped that. Sorry. But
Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
I'm not gonna.
True.
Just be pragmatic.
I
Earn the
didn't think
points.
you'd react so
Make her fall in love
pragmatically.
with you.
Perhaps I should have told you
The
sooner.
idea here is to save the world with 6 or 7 people who are madly in love with you.
Gladly.
I really feel like I'm not speaking to the companions enough to get like enough of their personal stories and things like that. But I also like don't want to just sit talking to the companions for like 30 minutes in a session. So maybe I'll start one of these by sitting and talking to everybody and just like speed it up ×2 speed or something like that. At least in the VOD. Yeah. We haven't been back to the Grove in a long time. But maybe we should go back because they're going to have better equipment.
I've never been with a Githyank.
They're going to have better equipment.
Cease your frivolous ways. Keep your mouth
We're
closed.
level 5.
And learn to obey.
I need to equip that shield.
Attempt it.
Oh, no. I think I will leave that honor to our esteemed friend.
Yeah. Oh, we can go talk to Damon. Let's do that. used to visit the grove every day and get those potions of hill giant strength, but
I'm surprised you're permitted to choose a partner outside of your own.
when you're as poor as I am,
I can't imagine Mother Gith would approve. Doesn't she prefer us
That's-
lesser species enslaved?
I forgot
Or
to
eviscerated?
check this rare thing. I
We
bet you
are to use
there's
and
plenty of
misuse
stuff in here.
civilization in
Okay.
the stars in every way
We've got
we
this
know.
+1 dagger,
I do
the
not
sword of
conquer by blade
justice,
alone, Gale.
and the poisoner's ring, which allows you... That's kind of too much. Oh, I could sell all of those things. Is it useful for anybody to use the sword of justice? We have Karlak and Lae'zel equipped with like some of the best swords in the game. Gale, what are you thinking, buddy? Your tummy
My
hurts?
condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Okay. I just happen to have recently stumbled upon at least one thing that I don't need. Which is... No, that's a nice cape. You've got to have something you don't need. Come on. Somebody here has something they don't need. I have something I don't need. Am I going to give away the Sword of Justice? It requires you... It doesn't do much more than give you Tears Protection, which requires you to use a bonus action and retain concentration on it. So, like, the benefit is pretty niche. There it goes.
Thank you.
Looking for passive benefits, please.
It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart.
Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Gale, do you need a Tums?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain
is he
what's
so
going on, but
poetic?
nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Okay. Neato. Moving on. Let's...
Which way to the nearest
Okay.
light?
Before we... I was about to do something I do so frequently, which is so dumb, which is completely check everybody's inventories and what they're doing
Need
right
anything
before
else?
I buy new gear and then have to do it all over again.
Of course. But please,
Okay.
remember,
Gravel.
you're not the only one in need.
I have sold you lots of stuff. What do I have that can actually be improved? Okay, let's make sure all this... Let's take a look at what the most valuable things are. Okay. Now, let's switch it back to type. And... what can I sell to you that's gonna take all of your money? Oh, that's not worth much. I'll say that. Say that, and a lemon. How about that? A couple of morning stars. A light crossbow. Neat. Okay. What have you got for me? That would be really nice. Okay. Gosh, I'd love to... I'm learning a lesson here, I think. Of how much the economy limits your ability to become OP in this game. Truthfully, does anybody need a chain shirt? No. Not really. Okay, none of this is necessary. Is that like, yeah, no. Okay. I think we have a couple of scrolls to revivify. Shadowheart knows revivify. We're good. I kind of want to buy some arrows for myself. Well, let's go check out what Damon has first. And we also have the Zent hideout, which has actual artifacts in it, so I might not spend any money at all here. But I might sell some things.
We're exposed now.
Sell everything I can, really. Actually, let's just go sell some stuff to Auntie Ethel here. So, I didn't intend for 30 minutes of the Grove to be
Need anything?
kind
Any
of tail end of
lotions
this
or
today, but
potions?
let's see if we can get through it. Alright. Does she has 300 gold. So, I'm going to sell you a scimitar. I'm going to sell you a couple of scrolls of bone chill, madness, dark vision, false life, firebolt, grease, mirror image, ray of enfeeblement. That's all stuff I can part with pretty happily. I'll sell you this ring. Oh, my underwear. Would you like my underwear? I will also sell you things from in here. As much of it as I can, actually. Let's go back to type. Coolio. Wait a minute. Oh, is this my own inventory? Yeah. Okay. I thought that poisoner's ring would be sellable. I'm gonna just do this by section. Hopefully that'll speed it up. Just get rid of all of my rotten food. And some regular food. And get rid of most of my shovels. And daggers. We're gonna keep that flail. That's an interesting dagger. I don't think I knew I had that. And great clubs and all that. Okay. Okay, I think I'm actually going to keep that heavy crossbow and that hand crossbow. And get rid of all of these and all of these. Will you buy it? Ah, stink. How about now? How much gold do you have? Ethel, how much gold do you have? Ethel. Don't mess with me now. There we go. Okay, cool. That will do. That was a fair bit. And I've still got stuff. Cool. Nothing for now. Let's go talk to Damon. Let's say some things about Karlach. We'll fix her heart a little bit. We'll move on.
How fares the search?
I found the iron.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience.
Did she just hand over her, like,
just a moment.
engine?
And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
Take herself and running.
Good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak.
Thanks,
And
man.
hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Hmm?
Looking for steel? I have, well,
Oh.
something... Hold on to it for now. But it's my top priority, believe me.
Let me see your wares.
Anything to take my mind off.
Yeah.
Well, everything.
If they're not artifacts, I'm really just not going to buy them. What do it? He has 10 copies of Death and Divinity. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was mostly useless. What we do need to do is upgrade Astarion.
I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Trigger finger. Let's go
Bring
kill
it
somebody. I agree. Same thought here, champ. Okay. Let's go find somebody to kill. And I think... Where is... Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the Risen Road. To Joaquin's Rest, what do you say? I know what you're thinking. There's nobody to kill at Joaquin's Rest. To which I would say, au contraire. There is. Just, it's because of the whole bunch of new encounters mod. So, again, once we get past Act 1, or at least once we even get down into like the Underdark, I won't know nearly as much about the additional encounters. And we'll be in trouble, I think. Hey, look, a bunch of bodies to loot. I must not have looted them last time. Also, let's do a quick little assessment on... Let's just do like a state of the party here. And then I swear we will get in a fight. I promise you we'll pick a fight. Okay, so gloves, all the gloves are equipped. Boots. This is the problem with having these like never-ending bags and pockets and stuff, is it takes a bit to load. Okay, armor. All set. Let's go down to swords and shields. Okay. Looks like all of our best stuff is equipped. Dagger of the Stormwind. Dealing thunder damage to a non-large creature in combat with any means, you push it back 10 feet. Okay, that's kind of neat. I don't use daggers very much, but... Last but not least, ranged. Okay, we do have a hand crossbow, so let's go ahead and give that to Astarion. Oops, what am I doing over there? There we go. Double trouble. Okay. On we go. Look at all those corpses. I hate how they do start talking about the night that you shared with Lae'zel as if it already happened, even though it hasn't, just because you've bypassed, or just because you've gone past that dialogue. It's a little bit too public knowledge, if you ask me. Okay. This is, I think, a pretty cool addition. You showing up in the middle of this, combat. Getting to see the Flaming Fist at work. Which, for some reason, there's like no... Oh, is this going to take an action to open this? Please tell me it doesn't. That would be so lame. Thank you. Okay. I guess I was briefly considering if there's any other way around. Too high. I kind of wish I would have taken the athlete feat, just so that I could make jumps of that distance. What? Who's... Oh. Interesting. Is he running away? Huh. Who can I hit? High defense, okay. One of them were just hunters. Market, what do you say? High defense and... I'm gonna set him on fire, I think. Yep. There's plenty of it going around. Weird with the audio not being in, but I think it's one of the quirks of... Wow. One of the quirks of this being like a combat that's not standard in the game. Well, I'll actually be interested to see if... This is a huge combat order, so I don't know if we might be struggling to process actions here. I didn't even see that guy up there. So we're just like doing combat underwater. What is causing that? Okay, gauntlet. Right for the ogre. That's kind of baller. You got it, Will. Take your time. Think it through. Good thought. Is he dead? Huh. Hey, man. Thanks, Will. So many different combats, so many different combatants here to go through. I'm glad it's holding up though. Or at least, I'm glad it's not completely falling apart. Okay, Astarion, what you got for me? Kinda runs like a goofball. I was waiting for him to run away. That would have been awesome. It would be fun. I don't know if you... Like, it would be fun if Baldur's Gate had a way to take sets like this and build combats, like, in, you know, Halo or some games, like you could go in like Forge and like place certain characters around there. It'd be fun to build encounters and see how they played out, or see if they were beatable. Are we nearly through the first round of combat? Oh, please don't freeze. Sorry for touching my mic so much there. The drow are so interesting. If you have any interest in kind of D&D lore or the drow in general, I'd highly recommend reading R.A. Salvatore's Exile trilogy about Drizzt Do'Urden, and it kind of takes place in Mental Branson, and it's just really fascinating. I'm gonna put some poison on this. Oh, would they be resistant to poison? To drow poison? Oh, I did not mean to turn that on. He is immune. What a waste. Stupid. Anyways, I would highly recommend R.A. Salvatore's Exile. Or Exile might be the second book in the trilogy. I think it's Homeland, Exile, and one more. But following the story of Drizzt Do'Urden and getting a good look at Mental Branson society, the Lothsworn Drow are such an interesting lore piece. That's actually kind of what hooked me into the Sword Coast and a lot of the pre-written D&D lore was those books, because I understood a lot of D&D concepts, and then when it came time for me to, when I decided to start playing D&D and I started to become a dungeon master and start to write my own campaigns and stuff like that, I did it all from scratch, because the way I kind of thought was, well, in this game that's a lot of improv, if I understand the elements that are within the game in the greater world, so to speak, I can create my own sub-world, sub-continent, or whatever, and if I do that, then I can't be wrong about the information that I disperse. I can, and in a moment of improv, there's not many mistakes to make because you're writing it as you're doing it. And it was reading that R.A. Salvatore book that kind of brought me back into like the Sword Coast and Faerun, where I was like, no, this stuff is so interesting. And I kind of, came around to the idea that like, there's a lot of creative freedom within Faerun, that you'll be able to tell the stories you want to tell for the most part, and you're not stepping on anybody's toes, because let's be honest, most D&D players aren't like super steeped in the lore, and if they are, more power to you, man. They're like gonna help you keep stuff straight. So very cool. I would recommend it, or any other books of his, and anybody else who's writing official like D&D stuff. The Dragonlance Chronicles I've just started, and I think it's pretty interesting, but I have no idea actually where they take place, what time. Like, in a way, I know so little about that world that it's interesting in its own way, because it's D&D, but it's not Faerun. I don't know it that well. There's no Baldur's Gate that I'm aware of. So that's a whole different kind of interesting. I don't think I realized how much the sound made up a huge part of the combat until just now. So allow me to try to be your entertainment for the evening. I'm not very interesting, but yeah. I'm going to try to keep us going here. Maybe if I get in here, the sound will straighten up. I doubt it, but this guy needs to go, I think. Who else can I kill? Who else can I kill? Oh, he's about done. And I could probably do it with one shot. Boom. Okay, cool. Now, I believe I can Hunter's Mark you and do a little bit of damage, and then Lae'zel will probably finish you off. So how many rounds does Drow Poison, or how many shots does Drow Poison work on your weapon? I've not used a lot of poisons and acids and stuff like that when in combat. I've kind of always just been a dumb ogre and just point and click and hit. Again, good late turn rage. I'm gonna rage and help. And then hide. I love the concept of this combat, but because that's, I think, one of the interesting things. I was talking with one of my friends about the lore of drows being, it's kind of just an upside down, not really, but like it's just kind of a backwards world. Which I was laughing. I was sharing this with my wife, where I was saying like, it's so funny to me that when R.A. Salvatore wrote this story that takes place in this upside down world that is Menzoberranzan and Drow culture, who's largely for a long time in D&D lore, they're this evil species, right? Well, then you're writing out this world for them where it's like, what creates a naturally like lawful or chaotic evil society? And so he's just turning a lot of things up on its head, where it's like, well, they're not above ground, they're underground. They have this infrared vision, which may or may not be like canon or accurate, but like that allows them to see better in the dark, and light's kind of blinding to them. So there's a lot of things that are like backwards. And one of the accompanying features of that was that they have their society is entirely matriarchal and dominated by women. And I don't know, man. And like the men are subservient. And that's funny in its own way, because it's like that's not the way that we portray or we like to think of like matriarchal societies at all. I don't think. I mean, yeah, largely nowadays. Yeah, it's kind of like it's usually more of like an equality thing of like women can be strong leaders and things like that. And so it was, I feel like it's just so like not politically correct to create this world where, and of course he wrote these books a long time ago, so, but like create this world where it's like women are in charge and everybody is evil. And like it's almost like the two are tied, but that's not what I think is actually the most funny or just kind of humorous about this kind of upside down world. Or humorous isn't the word, but it's interesting is really what I'm thinking of. Is he depicts this raid, which is exactly what's happening here, on surface dwellers, right? And during the raid, so take the fact that this is like an evil society, backstabbing, cheating, stealing, lying, all these things are like, these are in their eyes like signs of strength. They're good things to be doing. And so, and the other fact being that women are the stronger half of the species for Drow. And so they conduct this raid, and all of these Drow go up to the surface and they kill all these women and children. And they're going home singing about how they slayed 5 women, 5 of the elite of the surface dwellers. And the perspective shift of like, that was mothers and school teachers or whoever it was out like just in the garden. But these Drow emerged from the darkness, killed all the women and children, and went back singing songs of how they slayed, because in their perspective, women are they're the dominant ones. So like it's like killing all the big burly barbarian men, and they thought they left the weak ones alive when they left the men alive. So it perfectly sets the stage for this idea that, like, oh, these evil dark elf raiders, they come in the night because that's when they can see best, and they kill our women and children because that's who they think are the strongest. How could they be so evil? And it's like, oh, well, that if you flip the script, you'd go in and you'd kill all of their men because you think their men are the strongest. And it's just like, I don't know. It was such a fascinating. I think it's really worth diving into if you have any interest at all in that. But, that's what you get for allowing me to ramble on to try to do or say anything worth hearing during that combat. Why don't we save somebody here? Let's do that. Hey, we did it. I thought there would be a more active role there. I think we left Astarion behind. If you're not used to going this way and using this method to... I would like to hit this thing, please, sir. I've always done this because it's like a just an easier way to get to save the lady. What's her name? Something. Yeah, if you break that pillar, she'll jump right down, and you can run out.
Come.
Counselor Floric. That's
Thanks must wait.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go find Astarion, who's in, looks like, a lot of pain. I've lost my concentration. I love that. You know what? We'll talk to Counselor Floric here, and I think we'll call it. That'll be the end here. So, see what she has to say.
Counselor Floric, are you all right?
Will, by the main God,
Gravel.
come of you?
A story best left for calmer days. Now breathe deeply. Are you in pain?
He's such a hero.
Throat. A few hairs singed off. Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Fist Alis. A new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manip and send for reinforcements.
Why is she
We must find the Duke.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of neat.
No, it can't.
It never dawned on me that
I mean they've taken my...
Yes.
I think she's got, like...
The Drow have your father.
Am I wrong? Is that just like her skin underneath it? It's like going all the way up to her underwear. I love it. I love the flamboyant dress of D&D themed things.
As well you should. He is the great champion of the council. Commander of the Flaming Fist.
It looks like her face got
holding
burnt.
Baldur's Gate together.
It's just
Without him, the
an
city
Xbox
faces
struggling to
collapse.
render.
In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
Yuck.
Will, you must hold little
Is
love for
she?
your
She's an
father.
elf. What kind of
But
elf?
please, find him and return him to the city.
Trust us to see it through,
I
Counselor.
think she must be a wood elf or something. You have my word.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the
Feeling
city,
like a hero, standing
he'll
next to
hail
the
his only son, a
Blade
hero.
of the Frontiers.
Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist, to work.
Yeah, that looks like a... I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about it. Alright, shot to the heart. 1 to 6 damage with this weapon against targets with full HP. That's pretty cool. Is that a light crossbow? I forget what my current bow is doing. Not doing that. Advantage on survival, don't need it. Yonti scale mail. Very useful. Probably very useful for me. For our character Joe. Viper's Fang is a short sword. When dealing poison damage with this weapon. Okay, but does the weapon deal poison damage? It appears as though it does. When dealing poison damage with this weapon, force the target to succeed a con save throw or become poisoned for 2 turns. Okay. Robe of the Arena. Swirling Magic. Oh. Wow, that could have been nice. That could be nice. He does have the crit on evocation stuff. When you take damage, you gain Aura of Courage for 2 turns on a critical hit until long rest. Until long rest. Oh, on a critical hit, it's until long rest. Oh, that's a good shield too. We have a decision to make here, folks. 1 to 6 damage with this weapon against targets with full hit points. Yikes. Wow. Okay. So that's every single combat. And it's not just the first round. It's whenever. So I would be the best one to keep that equipped. That sword would be nice. It would probably replace the katana. And we'd start doing poison damage, which we have things to accompany poison damage. Or this shield, which grants Aura of Courage. It just stops you from being frightened. So I think I'm out on the shield. Oh, and this. Okay. I hope I don't regret this, but I think I'm going to take... If I take Light Piercer, it will be useful later on other people who are mainly melee. If I upgrade, I can give it to like Karlach or somebody else who might have a shot to use it, and it might increase its effect. If I take that sword, as cool as it is, if Astarion upgrades, I don't think anybody else is going to use it. So this is what we're going with. I hope you enjoyed my thought process there. There's some words to be shared with Will here. I'm going to go ahead and just peruse the inventory one more time here. But as I'm doing that, oh no, we've done it again. I have somehow, why do I keep breaking it like that? What does my bow do? You do an extra 1 to 4 piercing damage to a lot. Oh, see, that's already useful to anybody else who might use a bow and arrow. And is it +1 to hit? Was the other one a +1 to hit? I think it was. Oh, it wasn't. Ugh. Bummer. The +1 to hit's kind of huge. Humanoids, giants, undead, constructs, celestials, and fiends. That's a lot. I have once again made a mistake. I'm 1 to 6 with this weapon against targets. This is all targets. I'm going to try it. If I'm missing because I lose that +1, I need to increase my dexterity score. Who can use the other one, though? I think Lae'zel might be a good one. What is she rocking? Oh. Let's go ahead and just get the valuables up top here. She's doing this. Dex +1 up to 20. Ah. Well then. Her dexterity is now 14 because she's holding that. Would anyone benefit from a higher dex? No. So, we'll move on to Karlach. She can use that every time. Gotta do the value thing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. Anybody else would really just be wasting, they could be using cantrips. Well, cool. Like I said, one last peruse here through the inventory, make sure people are equipped. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Super cool. If you've joined me with this, if you've missed any of the content or the action, you can find it all on my YouTube channel at TGMatsby. I'm trying to do this in the afternoons most days until we get all the way to the end of the game, or until we lose the save and we fail this honor mode run. It's been really cool. It's been fun having all the Origin Party's characters with us, and it's been interesting seeing what they're going to do on their own in combat, ran by an AI and not by me. So I think, yeah, we've got a lot of fun queued up for the next time. But until then, thanks for watching, and enjoy your weekend.